8 Ziploc bags, small, for 8 meals. 3, 6, 7, 8. You always do this before so that you don't have to open the bag with your hands when they're messy. As you can see, this is Kirkland chicken. Use this as your ketchup. And here we go. Start with the legs and the thighs. Rip it off, hold it over this, take the skin off. You're going to get messy, it's okay, it's just chicken, it washes off. And then you're just going to pull the pieces off. You can do it hot or cool. I usually like doing it hot. This one is actually on the cooler side, so I had it in the refrigerator for a little bit. So you're just going to peel it off until you get all the meat off. The skin can be sticky. Just kind of grab it, pull it off. Be careful you don't get that long bone that's on the chicken leg. That can be, you don't want to have that in your meat. So, I always keep the dark in one side. You get the other hind quarter. Rip the skin off. Take the leg off. As you can see, it moves quite fast. I like to put it in kind of big hunks because it's kind of nice to just throw in the microwave when you have your meal. I like to get cut up some yellow squash and some tomatoes, put a little oregano and salt and pepper in a plastic microwave dish that I can take to work. And then I take one of my little Ziploc bags of chicken out that's frozen and take it to work. And then when I'm ready for lunch, I just open the bag of chicken and drop it on top of the vegetables, throw it in the microwave for 2 minutes at work, and it makes a great lunch. And of course, you could always just make a salad and then put the chicken on there as well. Take it to work frozen, and by the time you're ready for lunch, it'll be defrosted. So you can really take it, put it in the size pieces that you like. I just prefer to have these larger chunks. I think it keeps it juicier as well. You want to make sure you get all that meat. I like to mix my dark and my white together. I'm really a dark fan, but for lunches and for calories, the white is good. So I mix it, and that way I still have the dark meat flavor and the juiciness mixed with the white. See, here's a nice big hunk, and I just take these big chunks off, which is a great size for putting on a salad. It doesn't take very long at all. If you had a knife, you'd be spending so much time trying not to cut the bones. With your fingers, you know what you're grabbing hold of. You know it's not fat. You know it's not a bone. Alright, I think I've done a good job here. Alright, so really good meat sometimes comes out in the hindquarters, so I always make sure I get that meat right here. That's really good. There's the fat. Take that off, put that over there. Take the skin away at the bottom and get the really juicy piece right here. This round, this round piece is very juicy. I always like to have that. I think I ripped it off on the other one, so. Here's the wing. The wing, you're not going to get as much meat, but you do get some. And it's a little more time consuming to take the meat off, but it's still good. And sometimes you open up this part of the wing and the meat's just laying in there. Make sure you don't get any bones in your meat bowl. And you peel the skin right off. Alright, so let's see, this just looks like fat right there. Oh, now that's a nice juicy piece. Get the fat off of it. There we go. Okay. Let's go to the other side over here and get this wing. Ooh, and here's a nice piece of juicy meat here. It's around this bone. See, some of this meat you wouldn't get if you were using a knife, so I am all about not wasting. It's such a great deal to come up with 8 meals. Takes care of a lot of lunches, and it's so easy. Not having to prepare anything. Just grab it out of the freezer in the morning and you got your protein. It's very inexpensive too, especially with Costco offering such a good deal on their chickens. I think I've got it here. I would say that's pretty clean. Don't you think? Or a juicy piece. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to take all of this, dump it back in here, close it up, move it out of the way. And for this video, I'm just going to use this paper towel, but otherwise I would probably go to the sink and use an antibacterial wash, and I will do that afterwards for sure, but right now I'm going to do this. Get the sticky off of my fingers. And I think I lost one of my bags, so I'm going to add one more here. Then I like to use the tongs, and you'll get the hang of breaking it down into 8 after you do it a few times. I like to get a little dark and a little white. So I got some juicy stuff, about that much. So there's 1. Here's 2, a little dark. I'll shut them at the end, not while I'm doing this, because this just helps me get the amounts that I want in there. There we go. 3. It's really not that messy. I mean, it cleans up. You know, the whole thing only takes about 10 minutes at the most. So, two more bags. Sometimes you might have to go back and add a little more to another bag that you've already thought you were done with. Sometimes you got to take away. This is all really nice chicken. Just goes right on your meal. Okay, so let's put this aside and let's look at our bags. I'm going to take a bite. Okay. There's 1. 2. 3. 4. They're all about even. You don't have to be exact. I know in the beginning I think I got a scale and I weighed out what I wanted in there because I was on a diet, but now I kind of can judge, and you'll be able to do that too. And you might want more if you've got someone, you know, in your family that likes to eat a little bit more than you do. You can adjust that to fit your liking. And I take a big Ziploc bag, and I put them all in here so that I know where they all are in the freezer, so it's very fast for me to just grab one out in the morning and off to work. And we are done with 8 lunches. Enjoy.